Hey, it's Enigma Hood. So, turns out that Iran is 1 year, approximately, away from developing a nuclear weapon, supposedly. And Israel wants to now attack Iran with, of course, American support, because they can't do jack shit unless America says okay. And they're putting pressure on the Obama administration to give them the green light to do all kinds of horrific acts of violence. Now, how do I feel about this? Well, the first thing I should say is if anyone's seen my videos, they know that I do not support Israel. I don't see any reason to support Israel. Supporting Israel gave us 9/11. That's the reason why they attacked us on 9/11. And 3,000 Americans died because, well, one of the reasons, because of American support for Israel. The other reason were the American bases in Saudi Arabia. This is what perturbed Osama bin Laden. He said it himself. This is the reason. That aside, my question to all of you is supporting Israel in America's best interest? The answer is, of course, no, because it got us 9/11. Quite obviously, supporting Israel is deleterious to America's best interest. We have a bunch of conservative nut jobs in this fucking country who are destroying this country, by the way. The reason why this country is not more advanced than it is right now, it should be much, much more advanced. Far more advanced than Japan is. Japan's more advanced than us in many ways, because of the conservative dumb fuck hicks. And they are urging American politics to support Israel. I believe it has to do with religious reasons, that there is a Christian bias towards having Jews in Israel. I'm not entirely keen on all of the pedantry regarding that. I believe it has something to do with the fact that the Jews are supposed to be there once Jesus returns, and then all the Jews are supposed to be destroyed during the second coming of Christ or some shit like that. That's what I heard, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert on this. Maybe some of you know more about it than I do. But that's actually part of the reason why these conservative Christian fucks are so in favor for Israel, because they want them there for their religious reasons. And, of course, all the Jews in America have an emotional tie to Israel, even though they're living in America. It's like I always said, nationalism is always an emotional thing. Jews are going to feel emotionally bonded to Israel, and therefore they're always going to be in favor for support for military action and always defense for Israel. Military action against Israel's enemies. Now, on a side note, I do have a good friend that lives in Israel. His name is Asaf. He's a good guy, and he's been telling me some stuff, that's going on in Israel. He tells me this. This is what he said, that, they're very racist over there and discriminatory. A lot of Israelis think that Obama is Muslim just because he has a Muslim name and because he's black. It didn't occur to them that, wait a minute, the way that a guy looks has absolutely nothing to do with what his religion is. I look like a fucking Arab Muslim guy. I do that on purpose to trick people. I'm really an atheist. But that's how I know who the racists are. And, I really, there's no real strong reason for me to be in favor for Israel. Why should I be? They took away Palestine's land. That's just not fair. It's not fair. I'm not in favor for countries just taking away land that doesn't belong to them. What did Palestine have to do with the genocide of the Jews? That was Germany. What they should have done, what the UN should have done, because here's the kind of brief history of it. The British controlled Palestine after World War I. They were able to get it from the Ottomans, who controlled it prior to that. And then they couldn't really settle the issue after World War II, so they handed it over to the UN. And basically the UN gave it to the Jews. so that they could create Israel. What they should have done is they should have given part of Germany to the Jews, because they're the ones who killed all of their people. Fuck them. Fuck those German fucks. Those Nazi fucks. They're the ones that killed all of them. 6 million Jews killed by these German fucks. You make the people who deserve to suffer, suffer. They're the ones who did it. Take their country away from them. But no, they can't do that now because too much time has passed, even though that was the correct decision to make. So now they want to go to war. What a bunch of fucking geniuses these guys are. Now they want to go to war with Iran. You know, I'm going to bet right now that Israel is going to be the cause for World War III. I really believe that. They're going to, one way or the other, they're going to be the reason for it. And all of this could have been avoided if you just gave the Jews part of Germany. Then we wouldn't have World War III. But we're going to have World War III, and humanity is going to go towards extinction because of Israel. I'm sorry. You guys fucked up. Now, you can either correct the problem, or you can make things worse. This is Enigma Hood signing off.